this RevealU Repair Serum. Oh, Jess asked, how long do you need to take collagen to notice a difference? Usually when you are doing something let's say we're doing something in the office that we want to use to stimulate collagen or to stimulate fibroblasts, we will kind of give it like 3 to 4 weeks before we start seeing any improvement at all. That's usually when the fibroblasts kind of start to ramp up their collagen production after any sort of injury or something like that. And then we might see the full effect in like 3 to 6 months. So, I would say if you started taking these, I think in 3 to 4 weeks, you might notice some improvement, and then you'd notice like, full improvement in like 3 to 6 weeks. So this is this RevealU Repair moisturizer is kind of interesting, and I thought it would be a good thing to present here because I think it would be a really good serum to use on a sunburn. A lot of times people get a sunburn. I mean, obviously the best way to not get a sunburn is to prevent it, but once you get a sunburn, a lot of people will ask what can they put on it. And the reason that people put aloe vera on things is because really it's just a huge component of aloe is just water. And so you're just kind of hydrating the skin with this very thin, soothing serum, essentially. And that's what this is. It's very, very watery moisturizer that you can keep in the fridge. And if you get a sunburn, you can apply it and it feels really good. It feels very, very thin. It absorbs really quickly. It's mostly water, which is helpful. When you get a sunburn and you're itchy, you don't want to use like a thick cream that's going to make it itchier, or a cream often has some alcohol in it, which can be irritating. So I think this is a really nice kind of like post-sunburn gel. The company, advertises that there's an ingredient in this called, and I wrote it down because it's hard to say, tepezcoite, which is a Mayan medicinal plant that has been used for centuries for wound healing and for burns. And a lot of times with these kind of traditional medicine plants, they're not well studied, so it's very hard to kind of give you kind of definitive evidence behind how these work. But a lot of times there is something to it. Maybe the plant has this one has some zinc in it, which is anti-inflammatory. It probably has some molecules that are anti-inflammatory, antiseptic. A lot of botanicals will have sort of antiviral, antibacterial properties. So this one has been used for centuries to treat burns. And so I think this is kind of like a perfect sunburn gel because it has this kind of like soothing botanical in it, plus a lot of like a high water content. I will move on to the last